Hey YouTube, this is Stacy Davidson here, creator of Jack Houston, and what you're looking at here is some terrain. It is the first scene of the game. Now, you're only seeing about 20-25% of it right now. Obviously, the blue in the background there is all going to be replaced with a digital matte painting, and what you're seeing here is the foreground area, I should say the midground area, where the action in the game will take place on this particular scene. In the foreground, you're also going to have some overlaid foliage imagery that's going to sort of be placed in at the last second. It'll be kind of, like that. So you're not going to actually see, the entire scene in its entirety here. There'll be kind of a cropping area of foreground shrubbery. This is going to be in the style of Dore, or if you've seen the original King Kong, you're going to see a lot of that kind of far ground, mid-ground, and foreground, and that's going to be what's going to sort of determine the look of the game. What we've got here is some basic gravel. There are several different kinds of gravel that are being used here. This is a decomposed granite. And then here we have some basic stones that will line what is going to be a sort of a river basin here, or I should say river side here, sort of riverbank that will be placed there in the background. And then there's going to be a lot of fungus on this world. The idea of the world of Venus in the game is that you've got a lot of fungus growth, and the trees even are kind of so covered with fungus. Maybe they're even made of fungus, not so much plant life. This is a moss here, kind of stuff you get from the hobby store. And now, this kind of thing here, it scales really nicely if you see the tiny little details. And this is a really nice moss. For instance, if you're shopping for moss to do miniature work and you find this stuff, which is very common, does not scale down so well. It's pretty much recognizable for what it is, which is hobby store or Michael's, Joanne type moss. What you want are more rare, stranger mosses. If you're thinking about doing something like this, where you're creating terrain or miniatures, you want moss that scales really nicely, like this. And then here's some other varieties of moss. This has a strangely sort of shiny sheen, and kind of has a whole different look. And then over here we've got yet another kind of moss, and now you'll see that some of this has just been strewn across the ground, and that really doesn't look very good, because hey, that's not how plants work. These things survive on photosynthesis, if in fact they are plants. Then what you're going to want to do is you want to see them heading toward the sun, and that is the cue that these are real and not just thrown down on the terrain. You want to see them sticking up. It's one of those visual cues that we may not even realize we're looking for, but it's what kind of tells us, yes, that is a living thing. So it's very important to see them, popping up and sprouting to get that look. So what I've got here with all of this moss just strewn across the ground, that's not going to work. So in the next video, I'll kind of show you how I'm going to get past that issue. But basically, here's the stage, and this is the first scene that's gone onto the stage. And you can see here the lighting truss up there that gives me my lighting, and just to show you how all this works, this is all controlled down here. So yeah, so I can hit all these lights from this bank of switches and very easily control what's being lit. And of course I can go up there and put gels on there and color the lights. I can put diffusion on there and really shape the light the way a cinematographer does. And of course, this whole stage doubles for a stop motion stage. And when it's doing stop motion, that's when we're going to use the keyboard here and the mouse, and we're going to see up here on the screens the stop motion software. So this is all kind of has a dual purpose, this stage. But for now, we're doing terrain. So in the next video, I'm going to show you how I'm going to get the vegetation to look real. Thanks.